Welcome to Across the Chain. I'm Jared Lutz, and today we are going to continue this conversation that everybody's having right now. Anybody live streaming, anybody podcasting, everybody in crypto. It's the bear market. It's crypto winter. How long is it going to last for? When are we going to get a boost back into crypto? I don't know, and anybody who tells you that they don't know. But what I would say is go in with the mindset that we're going to be here for a while, and that shouldn't dissuade you from investing in crypto, but you should be very wise and smart about how you do that. And so I kind of want to touch on that subject a little bit. So in a bear market, this is where projects and companies this is a moment for them to build and to develop. There's not a lot of investment dollars coming in from the private sector or from the banking sector. This is a time for them to build and develop. You don't want to be wasting money into marketing when you don't have a lot of new investors coming in. For investors, this is a time for opportunity, right? And I think you should really be taking this time to find your best opportunities. So for me, I like to look at the team. I like to look at what's the product behind the company. What is their vision, their mission? What are they going for? Is it sustainable? Do they actually have revenues coming in, or does their entire business model depend on other investors coming in, aka kind of like a Ponzi scheme? So those Ponzi scheme types, those investments where they depend on other investments coming in to raise the price of the token, those are usually very strong in hype, right? So there's a lot of people talking about it. They're only hyping the project. They're not hyping a product. It's not like Apple releasing a new iPhone or a new MacBook or Tesla releasing a new car. It's just they're talking about some DeFi project that you're gonna get 100 APY, and there's no liquidity there, right? They're just printing token and saying they're gonna give it to people. So that's what I would, not go into. I would definitely, I hate hype. I can't begin to tell you how much hype really just bothers it. I think that there is good hype, especially when there's a company or a project that has an actual product coming out. But it's really scary when there is no tangible product. There really is nothing behind the project that's giving it any worth, right? And just because they do have a product, right? So like play to earn games, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're generating revenue, right? So you wanna look at how they're making their money. Where's the source of their money coming from? If the source of their money is coming from other investors, that's something to look out for. So be pragmatic with that. Time and time again, we see this happen in crypto communities. When you chase the hype, you're likely there too late. You missed out on the pre-sale, and in my opinion, you're going to be the one left holding the bag. Why? Again, because this product most likely is not a sustainable business. They don't have a product. They don't have really anything practical happening. They're not generating any sort of revenue. So these are definitely things to watch out for, and be careful of that, because it's led to an atmosphere where investing in crypto is less about investing in your future and just really another trip to Vegas where the house always wins. So, if you're following hype, you're following the pack, and I would definitely advise that you take control of your future and you make your own risk assessment decisions on how you want to set yourself up for the future and for retirement, if that's your plan. So then we have to ask ourselves, how do we do that? How do we set ourselves up for the future? And for me, where I've always found success in life is with my spheres of influence, right? So you are who you hang around. Birds of a feather flock together. Right now, in my opinion, it's the best time in a bear market for you as an investor to surround yourself with people with your spheres of influence. This is going to be people, friends, family, other traders, communities that share your ideals, that share your investment strategies. So, and I'm not necessarily talking about surround yourself with people who are identical to you. I'm saying surround yourself with voices that you want to emulate, right? So if you really believe that metaverse is the way of the future, then surround yourself with metaverse communities and immerse yourself in that. If you feel that real estate is the safest option, surround yourself with real estate investors. Allocate your time with your spheres of influence, so you don't have to pick one. You know, you can diversify your spheres of influence, but the point of the matter is that you are immersing yourself in the what you see as your vision for the future, and with those people that you've identified as being successful at that thing, and you'll just learn from them by being around them. That's how I personally always found success in life, and it's not always going to be financial. It could be anything. It could be learning a new language, you know. So just something for everyone to think about, and yeah, move forward from there. So past the spheres of influence, let's go into our next segment. We're going to be checking out a couple of these news articles. All right, I like to use Tradingview for our news articles. Not only do I get to see all the news articles, but if I need to, I like to check out the charts as well. There is a common company. There is a company that's been commonly in the news lately, and that's FTX, as they are on a buying spree. Their latest target is BlockFi. FTX is buying fallen unicorn BlockFi for mere pennies. This is mind-blowing because this article coming out from being reported by CNBC is saying that BlockFi is just getting purchased for only $25 million. This is crazy because BlockFi just this month was valued at $1 billion. Last year it was at $4.8 billion. So to see them get purchased for $25 million seems utterly insane to me, except for the fact that this deleveraging event that's been happening in crypto has been so significant that this actually isn't out of the realm of possibility that they would be sold for, you know, like 99% of their value. But it wasn't 1 hour later that the CEO of BlockFi denies that the company will be sold for $25 million. Breaking news: it's being sold for $25.1 million. No, that's not true. BlockFi CEO Zach Prince denies that the company is being sold for $25 million. He went to Twitter. It basically said this is 100%. He can 100% confirm that this is not happening, although he didn't deny that the company was being sold, and he also didn't mention FTX. So I'm sure that FTX and BlockFi are working out a deal. If it did get purchased for $25 million, that would be pretty incredible. We also don't know exactly how exposed BlockFi has been to Terra Luna, to Three Arrows, which is going out of business right now. They're being liquidated. So it's all, you know, very interesting. And we'll definitely be following what happens with BlockFi, as well as just really typically anything that's happening with FTX right now. Because FTX, as well as Binance, they're really just cleaning up. This is their opportunity in the bear market and this massive deleveraging event to come out and just start acquiring companies. And they believe it's their right to do that. So not their right, but that these major exchanges should be holding up the crypto community. So going into this next article, top cryptocurrency slip. We all know this is happening. Bitcoin just fell below 19,000 again. It's down 5.5% on the day. Ethereum is down 7.1% on the day. XRP 2.3% down. Solana and Cardano 6.7 and 4.5% down respectively. Ethereum is going to be the one to watch right here, especially going into July, going into August, really going into August, because there is roughly 9 million Ethereum, I believe, that's currently staked that will be unstaked. That generally scares people to know that much Ethereum could be hitting the market when that we're in a bear market, right? So like anybody who doesn't want to be a part of the next protocol that potentially could be token that would be sold off. Now they do have a plan for that, and I think we should address that in a different video. But definitely watch what's going on with Ethereum in the next 60 to 90 days. This last article with JP Morgan is very interesting because JP Morgan, as well as most, if not all, financial institutions, major financial institutions, have been, coming out before there was this most recent boom in crypto, coming out and saying crypto is a fraud. It's some nefarious scheme. It's not a financial asset. It's not this. It's not that. And then you saw the mass adoption. We saw further adoption, and it just got to a point where all of their customers wanted it, businesses wanted it, so they sort of, in my opinion, they sort of had to take it on. They're coming out, and they have been coming out in recent weeks. There's multiple articles I keep seeing week after week with JP Morgan saying that crypto's not looking that bad, that their claims are that the deleveraging event may not last as long. Cryptocurrency companies with healthier balance sheets are stepping in. This is like what I was talking about with FTX. They're stepping in, and they're acquiring all of these assets on the cheap, by the way. So we got, I can see here that in June with NPR, FTX, their CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, said that cryptocurrency firms have the responsibility to step in order to preserve the health of the entire ecosystem. I agree with him. I think I don't think for crypto, I don't think that this is a time for us to be fighting with one another, to be saying my protocol is better than your protocol, or my DeFi program is better than your DeFi program. It's not. We shouldn't be doing that. Like we are at the forefront. We're pioneers right now in this industry, and we should be aggregating all of our resources, and we should be working together to move forward and to have a succinct voice of how we believe crypto should be regulated. We definitely have that opportunity right now, and I'm glad to see that there are leaders in the industry that are doing that. I hope that they're a bit more inclusive, but we'll see how that all goes. Okay, so that takes care of the across the chain for this week. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, engage with us on Discord. It's like that's probably the best place because we're really building out our community there so that people can connect with one another and be part of that sphere of influence that I talked about earlier. All right, have a great day.